Welcome to this explainer. Okay, we are absolutely living in a golden age of productivity tools, right? But today, we're diving into a fascinating and frankly, kind of terrifying paradox from some recent Wired research. It turns out the very AI that's making us lightning fast might actually be, well, wrecking our problem-solving skills. We're going to look at the true cognitive cost of AI and explore how we can balance getting things done quickly with actually maintaining our mastery over those skills. Now get this, just 10 minutes. Studies are showing that relying on an AI chatbot for literally just 10 brief minutes has a measurable, immediate negative impact on your brain's persistence. And to be clear, we're not talking about a lifetime of dependency or a kid who grew up with ChatGPT doing their homework. No, we're talking about a massive drop-off in cognitive grit after just a 10-minute session. Crazy, right? So this alarming little statistic really hits you with a critical question. Could just 10 minutes with AI actually ruin your problem-solving skills? Like, what is actually happening to our mental wiring when we just casually hand the steering wheel over to a machine? Let's peel back the layers on our hyper-efficient new lives and see what's really going on. All right, section 1, the 10-minute trap. Let's look at the actual study that uncovered this whole thing. So, researchers from heavy hitters like MIT, Carnegie Mellon, Oxford, and UCLA got together. They tested hundreds of people on complex math and reading problems. They had one group working totally independently and another group that freely used AI for help. But here's the kicker. Midway through, the researchers just yanked the AI away. The group that lost their AI didn't just stumble a bit. Their problem-solving endurance basically evaporated. They gave up way faster and got the answers completely wrong compared to the folks who had just been grinding it out on their own the whole time. Moving right along to section 2, the price of outsourced thought. Because, this cognitive drop-off isn't just some abstract lab experiment. It has real consequences. Take the Wired tech writer who actually reported on this research. Their Wi-Fi was acting up on their Linux machine. So what do? They ask AI for a quick fix and just blindly copy-paste the terminal commands it spit out. They didn't really stop to think about what the code was actually doing. And the results? The PC completely failed to boot. A tiny, annoying Wi-Fi glitch turned into a total system crash, simply because their brain was on autopilot. Ouch. And honestly, this perfectly illustrates the hidden danger of over-trusting what experts call agent-type AI. This is the kind of AI designed to just autonomously handle complex tasks for you. Now, don't get me wrong, it's incredibly powerful, but it can behave completely unpredictably. And when it makes a baffling mistake, your disengaged human brain, which hasn't been tracking the logic at all, is completely helpless to step in and fix it. You're basically left staring at a broken screen, totally powerless. Which brings us to section 3, the efficiency versus mastery dilemma. This is the crux of the whole issue. I mean, if AI can brick our computers when we trust it too much and melt our cognitive stamina after just 10 minutes, should we just ban it entirely? Well, MIT assistant professor Mikhail Bakker, who is actually part of that research team, says no. He points out that, look, AI absolutely enhances outcomes and efficiency. Banning it just puts you at a massive disadvantage. But, he argues, we have to think way more carefully about what we entrust to it and exactly when we use it. We need a strategy. Because the real threat here is to our core cognition. It's our ability to persist, to continuously learn, and to just face difficult things head on. If we use AI to bypass every single intellectual speed bump, we stop wrestling with hard problems. And if we stop wrestling, we lose our grit. It's that simple. We end up trading our foundational capacity to learn new skills and our future adaptability, all for a little bit of present-day speed. So, section 4, using AI as a teacher. Here is how we maintain proactive learning in the AI era. To balance this crazy efficiency with actually keeping our problem-solving skills sharp, researchers suggest we need a massive paradigm shift. Bakker advocates for what he calls a paternalistic approach to AI design. Now, that sounds a bit formal, but basically, instead of the AI acting like an all-knowing magic 8-ball that just drops the final code in your lap, it acts more like a really good teacher. It guides you, supports you, prompts you to think, and actually makes you do a bit of the heavy lifting. It prioritizes your long-term learning over just giving you an instant answer. But hey, you don't have to wait for tech companies to update their software to start doing this. You can adopt proactive learning strategies today. Instead of asking an AI for the final solution, ask it for a hint so you can bridge the gap yourself. Before you apply a fix, make the AI explain the root cause of the error so you truly grasp the why. Fiercely protect your intellectual curiosity by challenging outputs you don't get. And finally, as our Wired author learned the hard way, never, ever blindly executed generated code. Treat AI output as a rough draft to be reviewed, absolutely not a final product.
As we all navigate this incredibly fast-moving era of technology, I want to leave you with this one thought to really let sink in. Are you just using AI to skip the hard work, or are you actively leveraging it to truly upgrade your own mind? The tool is sitting right there in your hands, but your cognitive mastery? Well, that's entirely up to you. Keep learning out there, and thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.